Do you want to be able to afford the best players and open the best packs in FC24? Go to u7buy.com to buy your EAFC24 coins. It's more economic than buying FC points and just as reliable. They already offer some of the best prices out there, but you can get an additional 6% off using promo code Eli at checkout.
What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Alright, I have another custom tactic video for you guys today, but this time it's my rank 1 custom tactics. It's what I use to get 19 and 1 this weekend. I apologize if I have hiccups. I've been trying to record this all morning, just my hiccups don't go away, so it is what it is. This is the only time I have to record, so gotta do with my hiccups, so I apologize if I take long pauses. And if I sound a little sick, I am very sick, so it is what it is. I still gotta get the job done, right? The work done. So I use the 4-2-3-1 with that exact team. So I use this formation right here, 4-2-3-1. I know it wasn't part of my foot champ lineup, the tactics for the weekly tactics, because I had the 4-2-2 on there, which is still really good. I had to change it though because I did not realize that everybody was going to be playing these two formations right here, the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow and the 4-3-1-2. I take partial blame for it because I did post a tactic about this a few days ago with the long ball tactic, making the wing backs kind of attack a lot, be aggressive, hit the width, and then make the center mids join in on the attack. So I do take partial blame. I just don't know if that many people actually use my tactic. I don't think so, but if they did, then they need to let me know down below in the comment section, because I play this formation like probably 80% of foot champs. So as soon as I started, it was like 4 games in, I realized everybody's playing these two formations right here. I couldn't continue playing the 4-2-2 against those two formations without a central cam. So originally I put the 4-2-2 on there to counter this formation, the 4-3-2-1. But once I realized that they switched them to these two formations, that's what everybody was using, I went ahead and I just switched back to the 4-2-3-1, because then I have these two CDMs and I have a cam, and that cam will help me hit on the counterattacks, and the two CDMs gives me stability on the defense to try to prevent counterattacks, because usually when they play this formation, the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow or the 4-3-1-2, they have the cam and the two strikers, so they have that little triangle of death up top, which basically hits you on the counterattack every single time. So I switched to the 4-2-3-1. I went 19 and 1. I lost one game against a guy that was constant pressing me with the 4-3-1-2, and I honestly think he was playing fast build over and forward runs, and I didn't just lose. I got spanked. I got whooped. It was like 8-2. So it is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it. 19 and 1. I did not record any rewards because you guys don't even watch them anyway, so you guys rather watch the tactics. So I'll just give you guys what you want, which is the tactics. So everything is as follows: defensive style balance with 37, depth 72. This is on old gen. If you're on new gen, switch this to 40 width to about 45, depending on if you're good at cutbacks or not. If you're not good at cutbacks, then drop it to 40. If you are good at stopping cutbacks and you like manually pressing more, then do 45 width. If you're on new gen and you don't like the 72 depth, then you can drop it to, or sorry, not the 72 depth, drop it to 71 for that auto press and for the auto offside trap. That helps out a lot with the attacking, with the counter attacking, with the defensive presence. It helps you not be stuck into your own box whenever they do try to corner you in the box with the direct passing tactic, which is really annoying. When you play a higher level player, that's all they do. They just kind of play around your box as much as they can until they get like one player that moves around, and then they send them on the through ball. So to prevent that, you have to have a 71 depth or higher, so you have that auto offside trap, so it pushes out of your own box, and plus you have that manual press. It is nerfed. It's not as good as it was before, but it is still there, and if you know how to use it, then just go ahead and use it. Now if you're on new gen and you don't like that, then you can drop it to 60 depth to about 65 depth, anywhere around there. If you're on old gen, I recommend 72 depth, just for that defensive presence that I was telling you. It doesn't make your backline go into your own 18. You just kind of stay outside of the box and you kind of defend from there, and it allows you to manually press a little bit better. Now if you don't like the 72 depth, then you can drop it to like about 55 depth. to about 60. And on old gen or new gen, if you don't like pressing at all, then just drop it to the 44 depth, because that does help too, so you don't get caught on counterattacks. And your center backs start running backwards instead of forwards, and it just helps you be a little bit more stable defensively. So you heard that here first. 44 depth will help you not get countered as much as normal. Build a play balance direct passing with 47, just to make the cams kind of cut inside a little bit more. Players in the box 6, corners and free kicks 1 and 1. And I think my hiccups went away. Thank God. Alright, 2 center backs, meta center backs. I don't care if you don't have meta players anywhere else, just make sure you have meta center backs. You have to have meta center backs in this game. The higher the divisions you go, the more the better the defender that you need, with some play styles on there to help you out. So I have Saliba and Campbell here. Right back, left back, they are very important in this formation because they do have to switch the ball from one side of the field to the other side of the field, or you have to build up with them. So if you send your left cam or your right cam out on runs, then you get all this green space where you can run with the fullbacks. So make sure you have very good fullbacks that can dribble, that can shoot, that can pass, that can do basically everything. So if you have Kai Havertz, you guys use Kai Havertz, Bacha, players like that. On the right side, if you have like Klaus, even that Kyle Walker is okay. So players like that can attack and defend. Your 2 CDMs, Frimpong will be amazing right here if you get to have Frimpong. Frimpong's really good in this game. Your 2 CDMs, I actually have 2 box-to-box CDMs. You can get away with 1 CDM and then 1 actual box-to-box center mid, but I like to have 2 box-to-box players right here. One with a high work rate and one with a high medium, just to help out with the attack. I like to have them well-rounded, that they can do Travella shots, passes, shoot, defend, all that good stuff. I have Benacer and Iwobi. You can mix and match. You can do like Hullet and Sedan, or you can do like Hullet, Modric, players like that. Players that can attack, defend, both. Just make sure that they're good, very good, well-rounded players. If they have any passing traits, even better. So like Iwobi has that long ball trait, so he can do the over-the-top through balls, and then Benacer has the tiki-taka trait, so I can do quick 1-2s with him, and it helps out a lot. And then your cam, try to make sure you have somebody that's very good, that can pass the ball, shoot, all that good stuff. If they have any special trait like a finesse shot, Travella, for me I like incisive pass, any trait like that, make sure you have them here, or a 5-star weak foot, because this is going to be arguably your most important player on the field. They're the connector. They're going to be able to attack, defend, do everything. Like, they have to be your number 10, your most creative player. So for me, I have Odegaard. He has that incisive pass trait, so he can literally send it to any one of the 3 strikers, or the striker and the 2 wingers. Send a through ball, and they're usually going to get it. He can do Travellas. He has the skill moves. He has the passing, and he has the shooting for me. He's a little slow, but it's fine, because I don't really hold a lot of sprint anyways. And if I am going to sprint, I'm just going to send a through ball to the striker, because the ball is always going to move faster than your actual player anyways. So why sprint with the player when you can just send a through ball with the ball, and the ball will always move faster, especially if you know how to move with out of possession players. Like, if you can send L1 triggers to your striker and he gets the movement going, then you can just send him a through ball, and then there's no need to ever actually sprint, if that makes sense. I'll show some gameplay if you guys are trying to figure out what I'm saying. Just let me know down below, and I'll record some gameplay tonight on how to play this formation. Wingers, or your left cam, right cam, they act as wingers. Just make sure you have fast pacey wingers. I was trying to play slower wingers here and try to go for finesse shots and stuff like that. It didn't really work out for me, just because everybody was playing like the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow or the 4-3-1-2. So I just decided to put fast pacey wingers, complete the SBCs, Wright and Martinelli, and just started abusing the pace down the wing. So send through balls into them, and then kind of cut back inside, recycle the play, and do Travellas or quick 1-2s into the box. So just make sure you have fast pacey wingers. If they have 5-star skill moves, even better. So if you can tell, I have 3 5-star skillers, because I like to do reverse elásticos a lot, or the fake shot that turns into like a scoop, if that makes sense. That's really good too. And then your striker, just make sure you have the fast paciest striker here, the most clinical player that you have on your field. Arguably your second best player, somebody that can finish, clinical. Eusebio would be really good. Mbappe is alright here too. His left foot is kind of trash, but if you can make it work, you can make it work. Somebody like that, play him as striker. Cruyff will be good too. Alright, let's get into the actual instructions. On this one, I do have the goalie comes for cross, sweeper, keeper. Comes for cross is because everybody's abusing the whip cross playstyle right now, so it just makes them kind of come outside the box a little bit more. And sweeper, keeper, just because I'm playing a high defensive line, I do want him to actually come outside the box sometimes and try to defend the 1v1 situations, which sometimes is good, sometimes is bad. It's just kind of up to you. If you don't like it, then you can take this off, but leave this one on. Both center backs, nothing. Just leave them as is. Don't touch them. Right back, stay back, overlap. Left back, stay back, overlap. Stay back so they don't move out of position. Overlap so when they do join in on the attack, they will push your left cam and your right cam inside to basically kind of cut inside. And then you can abuse the whip cross play styles, or you can do cutbacks, whatever you want to do. Your two CDMs, they're both on cut passing lanes. Stay back while attacking cover center on both of them. Just make sure that you're running manually forward with them, or send them on manual runs with the L1 trigger. You just don't want them to move out of position unless you make them move out of position. I just like to control everything. Now, if you feel like it's a little bit too, how do I want to say this, not attacking enough, you can either do option A, which is make one of them on balance attack, or option B, you can make one of your fullbacks on balance attack to add one extra player on the attack. I just kind of send everybody manually forward, so I don't need to. But if you feel like you need help, then do one of those two options. Cam is basic everything except get into box for cross. Basic, so he does drop a little bit deep, so he can defend like in a 4-5-1 almost. Get into box for cross, so he can act like a shadow striker. So if your main striker moves out of the way, he'll go and fill in his spot and try to score a goal or a cutback or anything like that. Because when in doubt, a cutback will get you out. Right cam, come back on defense, so you can defend in a 4-4-1-1 and get into box for cross for those cutbacks. Because again, when in doubt, a cutback will get you out. Sorry, it's just the easiest way to score goals, and sometimes it's a better way to score goals than a 1v1 versus the goalie, because then your striker is gonna miss. I have 93 Henry, he's like 2 point something mil, and he still misses in front of the goal 1v1 situation. So it is what it is. Sometimes you have to go for the extra pass. Left cam, come back on defense, get into box for cross for the exact same reason. And then your main striker, stay central, getting behind, so he'll just be making forward runs, pushing your opponent's defensive line back. Just aggressive runs, ready for the cutbacks, ready for the through balls, ready for the over the top through balls. Or you can even use them as a decoy run. I do it a lot where I make sure he runs forward, pushes your opponent's defensive line back, and then I just carry the ball with Odegaard, and I'll just hit a quick Travella and it'll go in. Just because this guy's pushing your opponent's defensive line back is usually kind of making Van Dijk or Blanc busy, making them run backwards. So it just gives me so much space to where I can do whatever I want. It just gives me more time on the ball, which is really good. But yeah, those are the custom tactics and instructions for the 4-2-3-1, the tactics that got me 19-1. If you guys actually want to see some foot champ gameplay, then I'll probably record for this following weekend, or I might start live streaming. Let me know down below if you guys are interested in that. I might start doing that soon. But yeah, I will catch you guys on the next one. This was my team. Let me know down below if there's any other formation you guys want to see. Oh, and if I get 40 likes on this video, I will go ahead and I will post, let me see if I can figure it out. I will go ahead and post the Manchester United 07-08 tactics that I've been working on for the past few days. Back when Ronaldo was playing right winger, scoring all those goals for Manchester United with Rooney and Tevez. So this one right here, the 4-4-2. Let me know down below, 40 likes, and I will post this video. But I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.